Welcome back to another episode of Conspiracy Theories, the show where we delve into the most bizarre and mind-bending theories that challenge our view of the world. Today, we're tackling a conspiracy theory concept unlike any other. This is the Iceburg conspiracy theory. A theory that suggests that what we know is just the very tip of a much darker, deeper, and often far-reaching network of secrets. If you've ever seen one of those iceberg diagrams that show the visible part at the top and all the hidden layers beneath, you've already encountered the basic concept. In the world of conspiracy theories, the iceberg model is often used to describe how certain well-known conspiracies are just surface-level ideas compared to the mind-boggling depths of the darker, more obscure theories lying beneath. But before we dive in, a quick reminder. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss an episode of thought-provoking content. Now, let's get ready to explore the mysterious depths of the iceberg. Before we start, it's important to understand how this iceberg analogy even became a thing in conspiracy circles. The term iceberg theory is rooted in the idea of there being much more to something than meets the eye. It's borrowed from the saying, the tip of the iceberg, which suggests that what we see is only a small part of the whole, often the smallest, least significant part. In the world of conspiracy theories, this idea was adapted to map out various popular theories. It gained popularity in the early 2000s when theorists began making iceberg charts, with the surface-level ideas at the top, and the more bizarre, fringe ideas growing deeper and darker as you go further down the diagram. For example, on the top, you might find well-known conspiracies like the JFK assassination or 9/11. While beneath those would lie the more obscure and often bizarre theories such as the flat Earth belief or the secret space program. Let's start at the top of the iceberg, layer 1. These are the conspiracy theories that most people have heard of. They're often mainstream, relatively easy to discuss, and don't feel too extreme. But just because they're common doesn't mean they aren't fascinating or important in understanding the broader landscape of conspiracy theories. The moon landing hoax. It's one of the most enduring conspiracy theories. Did humanity really land on the moon in 1969? Or was it all a staged performance by NASA to beat the Soviet Union in the space race? While the overwhelming evidence supports the Apollo missions, the hoax theory still has a vocal following, fueled by questionable footage and photos. Area 51 and UFOs. Area 51, a highly classified U.S. Air Force facility in Nevada, has been at the center of UFO and alien conspiracy theories for decades. Some believe the government is hiding extraterrestrial life and technology, while others believe the base holds secrets about alien contact and reverse-engineered alien technology. The Illuminati and the New World Order. The idea of a secret group of elites, sometimes called the Illuminati, controlling global events has been a fixture of conspiracy lore for centuries. The theory suggests that world leaders and influential individuals are part of a shadowy organization aiming to bring about a new world order, a global government controlling the masses. These are the surface-level conspiracies that most people are aware of. They make for good conversation starters, and many documentaries and books have been written about them. Now, let's descend a little deeper into the iceberg. Here, we start to encounter the more complex and obscure theories. These are the ones that tend to require a bit more belief and understanding to fully grasp. They're less mainstream but are still widely discussed in conspiracy theory circles. The reptilian elite. A theory popularized by David Icke, the reptilian elite suggests that many of the world's political and business leaders are actually shape-shifting reptilian aliens. According to this theory, these reptilians have been controlling human society for thousands of years, manipulating events and economies to serve their agenda. The idea is rooted in the notion that these reptilians have infiltrated key positions of power to maintain control over humanity. The Mandela effect. This theory posits that large groups of people share false memories of past events, suggesting that reality itself has changed, possibly due to time travel, parallel universes, or some other form of reality manipulation. For example, many people remember the famous children's book character being called the Berenstain Bears, but in reality, it's always been the Berenstain Bears. Mind control. The MKUltra program, a real covert operation run by the CIA, explored methods of mind control using drugs, hypnosis, and other techniques. Some conspiracy theorists believe that MKUltra led to the creation of mind-controlled agents and that the program's reach extends far beyond what the public knows. Allegedly, it continues today, using new technologies like neural implants. Chemtrails. This theory asserts that the trails left by planes in the sky are actually chemicals being dispersed by the government or a secret organization for a variety of purposes: control of the weather, population control, or even mind control. Proponents claim that the government is hiding the true nature of these trails and their impact on health and the environment. At this level, we enter the most extreme and bizarre territory of the iceberg, the theories that seem so outlandish that even hardcore conspiracy theorists may be skeptical. But for some, these ideas form the basis of an alternative worldview. Flat Earth theory. Despite centuries of evidence to the contrary, there remains a strong subculture that believes the Earth is flat. Flat Earthers argue that all space agencies around the world, as well as countless scientists, are lying about the shape of the planet. To them, the Earth is a disk, and evidence to the contrary is fabricated to maintain control over humanity. The secret space program. According to this theory, there is a clandestine space program that has existed for decades, with governments secretly working with extraterrestrial civilizations to develop advanced technology. Some even claim that humanity has established bases on Mars and other planets, but this information is being kept from the public. Time travel and alternate realities. Another bizarre theory posits that time travel is not only possible but is being used by powerful groups to manipulate history. Some believe that events in history have been altered through time travel, leading to changes in how we remember the past. The Cosmic War. A truly far-out theory suggests that ancient human history was marked by battles between alien civilizations, and that remnants of these battles still influence modern geopolitics. Proponents argue that these cosmic wars were fought on Earth, with ancient advanced technology hidden in secret locations. Part 5. The psychology behind belief in conspiracy theories. Host. Now that we've explored the layers of the iceberg, let's take a moment to reflect on why people buy into conspiracy theories in the first place. Psychology plays a big role in this. The need for control and certainty. When life feels unpredictable or chaotic, conspiracy theories offer a sense of control. They give believers the illusion of understanding how the world works, providing a sense of certainty in a world that often feels uncertain. The desire for belonging. Conspiracy theories also foster a sense of community. Believers often form tight-knit groups where they can share ideas and validate each other's thoughts. This social aspect can make the theories more appealing and harder to abandon. Pattern recognition. Humans are wired to see patterns, even where none exist. This can lead people to link unrelated events and create complex narratives that help them make sense of the world, even when those patterns are entirely fictional. Cognitive dissonance. When people are confronted with information that challenges their existing beliefs, they experience cognitive dissonance, an uncomfortable feeling caused by conflicting thoughts. To reduce this discomfort, people may double down on their conspiracy beliefs, rejecting contradictory evidence in favor of ideas that align with their worldview. So, what does the iceberg theory tell us about how we understand the world? The iceberg model reminds us that there are always layers to everything, and the deeper you go, the more you uncover, often things you never imagined. Conspiracy theories, no matter how bizarre, reflect the complexities of human belief and psychology. They tell us more about our fears, our desires, and our need for control than about the actual events they seek to explain. Are there deeper layers of the iceberg that you haven't heard about yet? Are there things out there that could shatter everything you know? The truth is, we'll never know. But that doesn't stop us from diving deeper, exploring, and questioning the world around us. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the iceberg conspiracy theory. I hope you've enjoyed this exploration, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you believe in any of these conspiracies, or do you think they're all just wild ideas? Let me know, and make sure to subscribe for future episodes. Until next time, stay curious and never stop questioning.